These are not ordinary cruise mistakes. These passengers kept pushing until crew, security, rescuers, or even the entire ship had to react. One passenger punching crew, another jumping into the water and then resisting rescue. A prank reportedly triggering a man overboard response. 10 incidents of onboard chaos, ranked from disturbing to dangerous, where every line that should have held got crossed. Starting at number 10, where a single dining fork turned 30 million stomachs. In 10th place, a casual lunch at the Lido marketplace aboard Carnival Sunrise turned stomachs worldwide in July 2026. Passenger Courtney Bauckham captured footage of a nearby diner scratching her bare foot with a metal dining fork before returning the utensil to the table to continue her meal. The video quickly amassed over 30 million views, sparking widespread disgust. Carnival Cruise Line responded to the viral uproar, dryly stating that forks are intended for food, not foot care. The guest faced no arrest or fines, but that fork was apparently retired from active duty. Number 9. In April 2024, TikTok influencer Megan Million, posting under the handle at MeganMillion100, uploaded a video aboard a Norwegian cruise line ship that immediately crossed the line. The footage shows her approaching a crew member on deck and whispering that she plans to jump overboard later that night. Though she captioned the video as just a joke, maritime safety protocols are absolute. The crew member became visibly concerned, reporting the threat to security, which initiated a brief man overboard watch before the bridge confirmed it was a hoax. Norwegian Cruise Line launched an internal investigation into the incident, though reports do not confirm any official ban or arrest. 8th place. On the Lido deck of the Carnival Sunrise in June 2025, a verbal argument near the pizzeria shattered the vacation peace in seconds. Suddenly, disputing guests crossed a dangerous safety line, grabbing heavy metal deck chairs and hurling them directly across the crowded public area. Flying deck furniture created an immediate hazard for terrified families and bystanders. Shipboard security officers quickly rushed to the scene to contain the spreading chaos. While official reports do not establish any specific injuries or police arrests from the afternoon melee, Carnival Cruise Line took decisive disciplinary action. The carrier issued a strict statement confirming that the passengers involved in the violence would never be allowed to sail with the line again. Number 7. Viral footage from Royal Caribbean's Wonder of the Seas captured a heart-stopping stunt high over the open ocean. Two teenagers are seen standing and shifting their weight directly along the ship's narrow external balcony railings. In one terrifying sequence, a teen leans completely outside the vessel's steel frame, suspended over a multi-deck drop while holding onto the overhanging structure with just his hands. The clip exposes extreme heights where a single slip meant a catastrophic fall. Fortunately, records do not show any injury from this stunt. While Royal Caribbean has not publicly confirmed any subsequent bans or punishments for these guests, the sheer recklessness of the footage left mariners and viewers completely stunned. 6th place. On July 26, 2025, the adult-only hideaway pool aboard Royal Caribbean's Icon of the Seas became the scene of a heart-stopping plunge. A passenger leaning over the glass railing of the Deck 15 infinity pool lost his balance while reportedly trying to retrieve a pair of dropped sunglasses. He tipped forward head first, tumbling completely over the barrier. While the fall looked like a terrifying plunge into the open ocean, the ship's safety architecture worked exactly as designed. The man landed in the pool's lower safety gutter and concrete walkway, which caught his fall. Crew members immediately attended to the shaken guest. Royal Caribbean confirmed he walked away without any serious injuries, and no official bans, fines, or arrests followed. A pair of sunglasses is not worth testing an infinity pool barrier. Number 5. A March 2026 sailing of Royal Caribbean's Liberty of the Seas took a claustrophobic turn for passenger Claudette, posting as @claudette.c. According to Claudette's own account, a physical confrontation erupted after a game show when another guest allegedly smacked her, prompting her to punch back. While no official arrest or ban was documented, security immediately placed her under strict stateroom confinement. Her viral TikTok videos show what cruise jail actually looks like. To prevent self-harm under Royal Caribbean's safety room policy, staff reportedly stripped her cabin of all removable fixtures, including curtains, chairs, and even the shower head. Claudette's footage shows security guards posted outside her door, constant overhead lighting, and basic room service meals delivered under watch. And those were the passengers who only endangered themselves or started a fight. The next 5 forced rescuers, security teams, crew members, and in one case, an entire megaship to react. Number 4. At approximately 3 a.m. aboard the Carnival Paradise, the late-night buffet line turned from a quiet pizza run into a chaotic battleground. What reportedly began as a verbal dispute over food rapidly escalated into a full-scale melee involving roughly 10 to 15 passengers. The food service area quickly descended into absolute bedlam as punches flew, bodies wrestled on the floor, and heavy dining chairs and plates were shattered. For several long, chaotic minutes, hungry bystanders scrambled to escape the flying ceramic debris and physical danger, while food stations were completely trashed. Shipboard security officers rushed to the scene and managed to contain the multi-person brawl, though the disturbance had already caused significant property disruption in the dining hall. Carnival Cruise Line took immediate, severe disciplinary action against the combatants to send a clear message. The company later confirmed that the disruptive passengers were issued financial fines and received lifetime bans, ensuring they will never set foot on a Carnival vessel again. No official arrests or severe injuries were reported, but a late-night slice of pizza ended up costing these travelers their future cruising privileges. Third on our list. In March 2026, a spring break cruise aboard Royal Caribbean's Oasis of the Seas was suddenly halted by the dreaded Oscar, Oscar, Oscar emergency broadcast over the loudspeakers. A group of teenagers had reportedly fabricated a man overboard distress call just for fun. The captain immediately ordered a hard turn, slowing the massive vessel to a crawl to initiate emergency search procedures. The U.S. Coast Guard was contacted, triggering a full-scale mobilization near the coast of Cuba. While the actual stunt was not caught on camera, viral passenger recordings from the accounts at Mr. Shannonford and at Vibin with Leisha documented the intense response. Their clips show hundreds of startled passengers lining the decks, staring into the dark waters as the giant vessel physically reversed course. Crew members spent 90 minutes executing search protocols before the bridge confirmed the missing person was safe on board the entire time. Launching a hoax rescue operation at sea wastes critical federal assets, disrupts thousands of vacations, and ranks here because of the massive scale of the operational disruption. In second place, a sunny afternoon at the Puerto Maya Pier in Cozumel took a bizarre turn on May 30th, 2026. While the Carnival Breeze sat docked, a male passenger suddenly leaped directly from the concrete pier into the harbor water. Bystanders on the decks above captured the stunt, with footage from accounts like at MZ Victorious 33 and at Buy with Mama Faith documenting the immediate panic. The drop itself was reckless enough, but what happened next baffled onlookers. As ship staff scrambled to execute emergency procedures, crew members quickly tossed multiple orange life rings directly toward the swimming passenger. Instead of grabbing the life-saving equipment, the man actively ignored the rings and began swimming away from his rescuers. The viral video showed the man floating lazily, while the life rings bobbed uselessly just feet away. For several tense minutes, the rescue remained highly active in the open water as the passenger continued to float and paddle further into the harbor, seemingly rejecting any help. While the motivation behind this baffling harbor swim remains entirely unknown, the man was eventually recovered from the water. Despite the massive operational response and the obvious danger of swimming in a busy cruise port, official records do not confirm any injuries, police arrests, fines, or a lifetime ban for the passenger. Standing on the edge of a concrete pier apparently gives some travelers a false sense of security, but leaping into active harbor waters is a quick way to turn a port day into a full-scale emergency response. And finally, in first place. On December 10, 2025, the crowded Category 6 water park aboard Royal Caribbean's Icon of the Seas became the scene of a shocking safety breach. While families splashed nearby, eyewitness Pat Brumley captured a verbal dispute that quickly escalated on the ship's open deck. A male passenger was filmed aggressively arguing with an employee who appeared to be a lifeguard. The verbal hostility turned physical in a heartbeat as the passenger moved directly into the crew member's personal space, putting his face inches from the lifeguard's head. Before bystanders could even process the tension, the passenger crossed the line of vacation civility. He unleashed a hard, violent punch directly to the face of the apparent crew member. The force of the strike was devastating, instantly knocking the employee flat onto the hard deck. The physical intervention was immediate. Within a split second of the knockdown, another nearby crew member leaped into action, tackling the aggressive passenger to the deck and physically restraining him. A crowd of stunned families watched the chaotic takedown unfold right next to the active water slides. In the aftermath, the passenger was recorded walking away from the scene, showing absolutely zero remorse as he repeatedly flashed his middle finger to the onlookers and the camera. The footage quickly went viral online, raising massive concerns about passenger behavior toward hard-working cruise employees. Despite the shocking nature of the video, official public records from the event do not confirm any subsequent police arrests, formal criminal charges, lasting injuries, lifetime bans, or financial fines. But this direct physical attack on a crew member tasked with keeping passengers safe represents the most extreme escalation. It seems some travelers forget that cruise ship staff are there to save lives, not take punches. If you want to test your boxing skills on vacation, maybe stick to the ship's virtual reality arcade. Most cruise passengers go home with photos, souvenirs, and a few good stories. But every once in a while, somebody makes one decision so unbelievably stupid that their vacation ends with a lifetime ban, a jail cell, or something much worse. One discarded cigarette probably helped set a cruise ship on fire. One woman survived almost 10 hours alone in the open sea, and 2 drunk passengers reportedly ended up inside a lifeboat and tried to launch it. And somehow, those are only the beginning. These are 12 of the dumbest things real cruise passengers have ever done. And finally, in first place, the ultimate cruise catastrophe. On March 23, 2006, the Star Princess was sailing from Grand Cayman toward Montego Bay, Jamaica, when a single ember changed maritime safety forever. Accident investigators concluded that an unidentified smoker's discarded cigarette was the most likely ignition source on a Deck 10 balcony. The smoldering butt ignited plastic balcony furnishings, and the flames rapidly climbed the ship's exterior, melting partitions and shattering balcony doors. The toxic smoke affected nearly 300 cabins, leading to 11 injuries and the tragic death of 75-year-old Richard Liffage. The disaster forced the entire industry to install balcony smoke detectors, switch to fire-retardant deck materials, and ban balcony smoking. For more incredible true maritime stories, subscribe to the channel. In second place, imagine falling from a cruise ship deck in the dead of night, watching the vessel's lights vanish into the pitch-black horizon. In August 2018, 46-year-old Kay Longstaff went overboard from the Norwegian Star in the Adriatic Sea, 60 miles off the Croatian coast. While the exact circumstances of her fall remain a mystery, her 10-hour battle for survival became maritime legend. Treading water in the dark, Longstaff relied on her core strength from yoga and a highly unusual survival tactic. She sang to herself continuously to fight off panic and hypothermia. Croatian rescuers eventually pulled her from the sea, showcasing a rare, miraculous outcome where mental focus triumphed over the open ocean. In third place, alcohol and heavy machinery make for a terrible shipboard mix. During a voyage of the Pacific Sun, a group of visibly intoxicated passengers reportedly bypassed security barriers and entered one of the ship's lifeboats. According to crew accounts, the severely impaired guests apparently mistook the survival craft for their own cabin. The situation escalated when they began tampering with the release mechanisms, allegedly attempting to operate or launch the vessel into the open ocean. Fortunately, ship officers detected the unauthorized entry and halted the operation before the davits could release the boat. While the incident concluded without injuries, it remains a stark reminder that a lifeboat is not a second cabin. In fourth place, a security breach turned a quiet night at sea into absolute chaos. On July 30th, 2026, while the MSC Divina sailed toward Naples, 6 passengers allegedly bypassed security and gained unauthorized access to the ship's public address system. They broadcast a false emergency message claiming the captain had lost control of the vessel. The phantom alert triggered panic on the passenger decks, prompting frightened travelers to contact the Italian Coast Guard. Upon docking in Naples, authorities immediately boarded the ship. Police traced the unauthorized broadcast to 6 suspects who now face criminal charges under Italian law for unauthorized computer access and causing public alarm. In fifth place, some passengers will risk everything for a few seconds of viral fame. In January 2019, 27-year-old Nick Nadev stood on his 11th deck balcony aboard Royal Caribbean's Symphony of the Seas while docked in Nassau. With his friends filming on smartphones, Nadev leaped from the railing, plummeting more than 100 feet into the harbor below. While he survived the massive impact, he reported experiencing intense physical pain. The stunt backfired immediately when Royal Caribbean security identified the group, escorted them off the vessel, and issued lifetime bans to everyone involved. A fleeting online video resulted in a permanent ban. In sixth place, a routine household possession can instantly spark an international crisis. In December 2025, 69-year-old American grandmother Mary Robinson walked off Royal Caribbean's Liberty of the Seas at Prince George Wharf in Nassau. Bahamian customs officers conducting routine security searches discovered a loaded Kel-Tec 380 pistol and 4 rounds of ammunition hidden in her purse. Robinson claimed she simply forgot the firearm was there, but foreign weapons laws are uncompromisingly strict. To escape a potential 24-month Bahamian prison term, she pleaded guilty, paid an $8,000 fine, and spent several days in the notorious Fox Hill prison before being allowed to return home. In seventh place, a polished social media presence masked a massive international drug operation. In August 2016, Canadian passengers Melina Roberge and Isabelle Lagace boarded the Sea Princess for a 7-week world voyage. They filled their Instagram feeds with glamorous photos from exotic ports, but the luxury vacation was a front. When the vessel docked in Sydney, Australian authorities searched and uncovered 95 kilograms of cocaine associated with the group. The contrast between their travel posts and a multi-million-dollar bust captured global attention, though not everyone in the group shared the same legal culpability. After pleading guilty, Roberge reportedly received an 8-year prison sentence, while Lagace was sentenced to 7.5 years. In 8th place, boarding a luxury cruise requires more than a ticket. It requires actually being who you say you are. In May 2025, Enrico Ronquillo boarded an Alaska-bound vessel departing from Seattle. But federal prosecutors revealed he was not on the manifest under his own name. Ronquillo allegedly used stolen U.S. identity documents to clear embarkation security, then linked another victim's credit information directly to his shipboard account to fund his play in the ship's casino. The high-stakes deception fell apart when financial tracking flagged the fraudulent transactions. He was sentenced to 53 months in federal prison and ordered to pay over $25,000 in restitution. Number 9. Shushing a loud passenger during a cruise show is a common frustration, but aboard the Carnival Magic, it sparked a violent federal case. During an October 2023 sailing departing from New York, Michael Truman was reportedly disruptive during a shipboard performance. When a nearby passenger asked him to quiet down, Truman violently escalated the confrontation. He allegedly smashed a glass cocktail cup directly into the victim's face, continuing the physical assault. The victim sustained severe facial lacerations requiring numerous stitches in the ship's medical bay. Because the violence occurred at sea, federal authorities intervened under maritime law. Truman pleaded guilty to assault, resulting in a 12-month federal prison sentence and a permanent lifetime ban from Carnival. Number 10. A standard port of call altercation is bad enough, but fighting your way out of a Bahamian police station is a massive mistake. On June 8, 2026, 5 American cruise passengers were arrested following a brawl at the Nassau cruise port. Once inside the local police facility, a second struggle erupted. Authorities said a chair was thrown through a glass door, and one suspect allegedly kicked out the remaining glass during an escape attempt. 4 officers were injured, with 1 requiring hospitalization. The melee resulted in a permanent criminal record and over $52,000 in total fines and restitution. Number 11. In October 2019, a passenger aboard Royal Caribbean's Allure of the Seas decided that an ordinary vacation photo simply was not enough. She climbed over her cabin's balcony railing, standing on the narrow external ledge to pose for a selfie. Spotting the extreme danger from a nearby cabin, another guest alerted the crew. Security tracked down the reckless traveler and her companion, escorting them off the ship at the next port of call. Royal Caribbean reportedly issued a lifetime ban, proving that a foolish snapshot can permanently revoke your right to sail. Number 12. A cruise ship cabin ceiling is designed to hide air ducts, not millions of dollars in illicit cargo. In March 2025, a vessel arriving from Argentina docked in Sydney, Australia. During a targeted sweep, Australian Border Force officers searched a passenger's cabin. Tucked inside the narrow ceiling cavity and wardrobe, officers allegedly discovered 28 wrapped packages containing approximately 10 kilograms of cocaine. Authorities arrested a 48-year-old Brazilian passenger, charging him with importing and possessing a commercial quantity of a border-controlled drug. While these remain allegations pending trial, the legal stakes are maximum. Under Australia's strict criminal code, smuggling this volume of narcotics carries a potential maximum penalty of life imprisonment. To hear more unbelievable true maritime stories, subscribe to the channel. Across these 12 cases, one truth emerges. The ocean doesn't dilute the law, it magnifies it. A single reckless impulse on board instantly triggers a complex web of federal jurisdictions. Your cabin is never a lawless escape. Subscribe for more deep dives into unbelievable true stories.